Hi, I'm Adam Modlik, Executive Director at Basketball Manitoba, and welcome to the Basketball Manitoba All-Star Basketball Video Series. This series of videos is designed for both players and coaches to improve their knowledge and understanding on the great sport of basketball. The series is hosted by Basketball Manitoba High Performance Coach Kirby Shep, who will lead you through a number of different scenarios pertaining to the development of basketball at all levels of the game. You can use the controls at the bottom of your screen to quickly move to different segments of the video series. We hope you enjoy this presentation, and we wish you the best with your overall basketball development.
Introducing dribbling to young players, we want to talk about a few different things, and that is every time as we do moves, as we're playing, we want to try to do it in a low athletic stance. Never let them stand up, always let them be low, compact, being able to play, being quick with the ball. The other thing is learning how to control the ball while moving laterally, while changing hands, while changing speed, going forwards, going backwards, going right, and going left. Any scenario where you can duplicate that is a good thing. That could be any different type of game, any different type of dribbling drill. Essentially, that's what all ball handling is. What we're trying to emphasize is that all players are using fingertip control of the ball, and they're using their wrist to dribble the ball, okay? They should not learn how to dribble the ball soft, but rather dribble the ball hard. Learn to pound the ball into the ground, okay? You'll notice as we begin, I get the kids to do basic crossover dribbles just using their fingertips. Very, very simple, introducing dribbling the ball in front of you, waving goodbye to the ball, okay? After a while, we introduce back and forth waves of the ball with both the right hand and the left hand, where again, I'm using all fingertips. I'm controlling the ball with my fingertips and using my wrist to push the ball through. Okay? No matter what you do, forwards, backwards, front, back, changing speed and direction, as long as you emphasize those things, you'll go a long way to improving their dribbling. We're now going to begin a ball handling sequence where we look at, first of all, some individual fundamental ball handling things, work on our hand-eye coordination, just become a little more familiar with the ball, some basic game moves, and then hopefully let the players be a little bit creative with the ball. I'm a big believer that the game has really moved away from specialization. Gone are the days where you have the big post who only does a drop step and only shoots a layup, or you've got a ball handler that all they do is handle the ball and never shoot. And the game has basically changed, I think, to the point where everyone should be able to do everything, and especially at a young level, you need to teach everything to every player. And ball handling is a great, great example of that. Regardless of who the kid is, whether they're big, small, fast, slow, whatever the case may be. So we've got our athletes out here. We're going to do a little bit of warm-up ball handling. I'm going to demonstrate first. We're going to go up and down the court, keeping our eyes up. The most important thing is that we keep our eyes up and we do it as quickly as possible. Athletes here to demonstrate a few things. We're going to do a few fundamental things here that hopefully is going to work on their skills. It's very important that they understand that it's okay to make mistakes. If they're not making mistakes, they're not doing it fast enough. We don't want to come in here and just do things as comfortably as we possibly can. We want to do it so it's uncomfortable. So we're doing it to the point where we are making mistakes. That way I know that they're actually pushing themselves to get better. So simply to warm up and to get our hands going, we need to keep our fingertips on the ball. We're going to get the ball moving back and forth in front of us. If you notice, my hands, okay, are waving goodbye to the ball, snapping wrist, 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 and if we can, get it going as low as possible, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if we can get everybody, we're going to move down the court, head up, all the way down, real low, back and forth, fingertips. Here we go. Eyes, eyes, eyes. Eyes up. Good. That's good. Good. Okay, hold on there. Now, you'll notice, and you'll notice this with your athletes all the time, is that the really poor dribblers will look at the ball. The ones who are just mediocre will look about 3 feet in front of them, and you'll notice kind of a glossy zone out on their face. Because they're totally concentrating on the ball, and they're using their peripheral vision down here to see the ball. By the same token, they're using their peripheral vision to see ahead of the ball. We don't want that. We'd like them to be looking up the floor, scanning the floor, as a matter of fact, looking to this corner, to the hoop, okay? So you can watch their eyes. A few things you can get them to do. You can put their fingers up and get them to read how many numbers they have. You can get them to look at the corner of the floor, the hoop, the corner of the floor, back and forth, to get them to scan what they're looking for. I'm going to test their math skills a little bit, okay? So what I want them to do is, I'm going to hold up a number on one hand, a number on the other. I want them to multiply it and tell me what this is. So for example, 8. Thank you. 4 times 2 is 8. We'll see if these guys can do this as they move out the floor. Same thing. Here we go, guys.
8.
Very good. Well done, guys. So now I'm getting to look up the floor, but I'm also getting them to think a little bit, okay? Now, you guys may need to stagger a little bit. It's not a race. Now, instead of just a crossover, I want you to add a dribble in between. Good? Come here, cross. Come here, cross. Come here, cross. Okay, what we're actually working on here is the speed of our crossover. And it's not, which a lot of players make the mistake of, dribbling here and bouncing the ball up in front of them, but rather imagine that they had poles shooting out from their knees and they had to throw it underneath the poles. It should be extremely low. Ball's got to stay low as they move up the floor, okay? So one dribble, one way, crossover low, pushing off their outside foot. Okay, again, eyes up, here we go. Eyes! Good. We know our 5 times tables. Very good. We're looking up the floor. We're crossing over. We're pushing hard. If you have an assistant coach, it may be a good idea to have them on the side, giving them commentary on their dribbling as they go. They can hear a voice. They can think. They can see. They're using their brain as well as their skills at the same time. Okay? Now, again, stagger a little more. Let's expand this a little bit. So maybe just spread yourselves out a little bit in terms of when you go. Let's go a couple of dribbles and push. Couple dribbles, push. Couple dribbles, push. Okay, now we're just adding a little bit. Except now, I really want you to concentrate on how your feet are doing, what your feet are doing here. Okay? And that is, when you get to this point and you're going to cross over, I really want you to get here and push hard off this leg and go forward. Okay, that's really, really important. You can even change your pace up a little bit, but as you go here, push and go somewhere, push and go somewhere, push and go, all the way up the floor. Stay low, drive the foot forward. Don't just do this half speed. Are you ready? Here we go. Notice none of them are looking up right now. We're going to have to do that one again because no one was looking up. Here we go. Eyes up. Here we go. Four times 3 is 12. Remember to push off hard. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball low as you cross over. Now to just overload the skill a little bit more, we're going to use 2 balls. Very simply, just some movement, front, back, very simple things, but we want to change it up between dribbling at the same time and then alternating at the same time and getting them to move and do different things, okay? So a little bit more advanced, but certainly things that anybody can try, and if you give it to them even as an idea at a young age, they may try it in their basement and come back after the summer and be a much, much better player than you expected. Okay, guys, same time. Here we go. Dribble, go. Come this way. Back. Stop. Good. Alternate. Good. Good. Keep it going now. Keep it going. Same, same, same. Now try to change balls. Change balls. You can go front to back. Good. Excellent. Try to change balls the other way now. Try to change balls the other way. Good job. Good job. Oh, got to get it back to her. Good job. Excellent. Okay, stop there. You can do a lot of different things with that one, just moving in all kinds of different directions. You can do all the same dribble games we've just done, dribble drills we've just done, basically with 2 balls. Now that we've done our individual moves and we've allowed them to be a little bit creative, let's create a guided defense of sorts, or at least a situation where they have to react a little bit. This next one is called cross-court dribble drive. Just simply partner up. They're going to drive right at each other, and at the last second, they've got to make a move and go around. Now, they have to react to what their partner does and try to not collide. This can be a little bit of comedy of errors, but it also is a great drill to make them to make decisions and react quickly to what their partner is doing. Go ahead. Make sure your head is up. Good job. Here we go. Good. They collided twice. That's okay. Good job. You got to react quickly. You have to react quickly to what your partner is doing. Good job. Spin moves, inside out dribbles, behind the back. Just don't collide. They must keep their head up in this drill in order to not run into each other. Great job, guys. Head up, head up, head up. Now we're going to take our ball handling a step further. Now, I'm a big believer in that we need to learn some certain fundamental moves. You can teach them any number of things. I've just done a few there. There's countless different options you can do. One of the things I think that's important, though, is that you include some creativity in your practice, whether that is in sometimes shooting, sometimes ball handling, passing, different things. At least allow them to be creative in practice and try it out a little bit. I'm a firm believer that a guy like Steve Nash wouldn't become Steve Nash if his coach only made him throw a chest pass every single time and only made him dribble crossover dribbles and didn't do anything off balance, things like that. He wouldn't have become the player that he was unless you allow some type of creativity. So here's a chance for him to do that. I would like a volunteer to be a leader. Jared's going to step up. Jared will go the length of the floor and he will choose one move. He might combine 2 moves that we've done before. He might do something a little bit different. Each player behind him has to watch him and attempt what he's doing. He'll do the same move all the way up the floor. Once we all get to the end, a new leader will step forward. They will choose a new move and everyone will follow them. Just giving kids a chance to be a little bit creative. Okay, Jared, you're up. Go ahead. Who's next? So he goes through the legs behind the back. Good. Through the legs behind the back. Here we go. Good job. Good job. Here we go. Watch the player in front of you. Good job. We have to learn how to be creative a little bit. Debbie fakes behind the back. Here we go. Debbie does a little combination of the inside-out dribble and behind the back. Good. Little hesitation between the legs. Here we go. Hesitation dribble between the legs. Here we go. Great job, guys. Keep it up. Keep your head up now. Keep your head up all the way. Good job. Now, basically what we're doing here is we're learning how to change speeds, changing direction using the dribble. So now we've gone a little bit right to left. We're going to go forward to back. Basically, that's what almost every dribble move is either changing your speed or changing your direction and trying to do it in somewhat of a deceptive way. So now we're going to do slightly differently. Forwards to backwards. What I want you guys to do is to shuffle dribble forwards. In other words, the ball is back here, protecting the ball. This hand is up. Stop. And bring the ball back, shuffling. Here. Now when I cross over, I'm pushing the ball ahead, and I'm driving forward with this leg. So I'll watch here as I do it. Whoops, excuse me. Drive it, push. Drive it, push ahead. Drive it, push ahead. Drive it, push ahead. Okay, and I really want you to change that crossover into a forward. We want to move as much north-south as we can. Eyes, 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 good. Keep the ball low, control the ball, pound the ball into the ground. Don't be soft with it now. Control the ball. Remember, as we cross over, don't bring that ball in front of your body. Push it low in front so it can't be stolen. Okay? Exact same move. Now we'll go behind the back. So we'll go forward. Boom. We're pushing the ball ahead and going behind the back. If I was doing this with more inexperienced players, maybe we should back this up a little bit and just have them shuffle dribble, push the ball ahead, and step through. Shuffle dribble, push the ball ahead, step through. Push the ball ahead, step through. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's have every second person, Devin, Sterling, Justin, Adele, and Rebecca, will do only shuffle dribble, stop, push the ball ahead, shuffle dribble, push the ball ahead. Everybody else, I want you to go forwards, backwards, push the ball and stride a couple of times. Okay? Same thing left and right hand. Remember your eyes. Here we go. Ah, good. Eyes up, good. Keep the ball low. Keep pushing it ahead. Keep the ball low. Great job. Keep the ball low. Excellent. Remember, this is not a race. We're working on our skills. Exploding ahead. Now a little bit more full speed. A lot of these are more controlled dribbles. Let's do a little bit more full speed stride dribble, okay? Let's just go there back, right hand there, left hand back, okay? I want you can dribble the ball higher, maybe about bottom of your rib cage or so. I want you to go as fast as you can with the ball. Right hand there, left hand back. This is a race. Go. This is something I think players don't do enough of, and that is really every time they have the ball, they should be going at this speed. 24-second shot clock, there's really no excuse to walk the ball up the floor. The days of inbounding the ball and turning and walking up the floor should be completely gone. We need as much time as we can to get a good shot. So my general rule is anytime you're between three-point line and three-point line, or maybe even free throw line and free throw line, you're going that speed all the time. Push the ball up the floor. We need as much of that clock as we possibly can. Now, let's add something to that stride dribble, an inside-out dribble. So now I'm going full speed with a stride. Okay, I get to this point, And what I want to do, this is a foot fake, a head and shoulder fake, and a ball fake if you do it right. And that is simply, I'm going to dribble, go this way with this foot, lean my shoulders in that direction as if I'm crossing the ball over, and bring it back in the same hand. Cross over and go. Cross over and go. You'll notice, look at what my foot does. It's just like, it's exactly the same as a jab fake with my head and shoulders. I come here and I jab and go. Jab and go. But really push that ball out ahead of you, okay? Sell the fake. Sell the fake. Right hand going that way, left hand coming back. Go. Good. Where are your eyes? Where are your eyes? More with the fake. Good. Jab that ahead and go. Good. Good. You've really got to get used to selling the fakes. One of the things you can do, all these guys are going to be able to do this at home, is they're going to download this on the internet and they're going to watch themselves do this move. If you've got a videotape at home, which really, pretty much every kid's got a video camera on their cell phone these days, try videotaping yourself doing this stuff. You'll look back and you'll go, gee, that really isn't much of a fake at all. Sell your fake. Practice your fakes. How does it look? Do I really look like I'm going that way? Okay, you'll notice people that do it the best are really, really crisp at it. Okay? One more time on that one, and we'll call it on that. Okay, go. Good. Inside out, good. This is called an inside-out dribble. Let's mix it up a little bit now. We're going to use half the court here only, and we're going to go half the court coming back. We'll start here with Danielle as first. Okay? Very simply, we're just going to zigzag up the floor doing the same kind of moves. Let's start with a spin move first. Come somewhere about mid-court, turn your body, spin it ahead, and come back. But it's really important that your head is up and you turn your head quickly. This is very, very susceptible to a double team. Okay? Very important. Into a player and spin. Ahead, in and spin. Good. In and spin. Good. What I'm saying in and spin is because what you need to be able to do is to go into the defender to get some contact. Boom. Get them moving in that direction if you can, and then spin. Okay? You'll notice very good players, when they do this, are not just spinning for no reason, but they'll actually get contact with their butt, and then they'll spin. Okay? So we'll go spin, dribble, zigzag, all the way there. When we come back, we're going to do something different, so wait at that end. Go ahead, Danielle. And Rebecca's next. Good. Here we go, Rebecca. Go. Good. Bring the ball through with the same hand. Good. Bring the ball through with the same hand. Bring the ball through. Good job. Good job. Good job. Now we're simply going to cross it over in front. So we're going to take it forward this way, protecting the ball as if I have a defender with my left hand. Cross over low, push hard here. Cross over low, push hard. Cross over low, cross over low, all the while getting our head up. Okay? Here we go. Good. Straight up, Danielle. Good. Look down the floor. Look down the floor. Remember, it's okay if you lose the ball. It's all right. If you lose the ball, you're pushing yourself. Keep it low. Keep the ball low. Protecting the ball now between the legs, same thing. I come this way. Now to protect it, if a defender is really close, we go between our legs, boom, between our legs, up the floor, between our legs, all the while looking up the floor, between our legs, okay? Go ahead. Now, if I was doing this in a practice, we do this a few more. We do up and down 2-3 times, keep them moving. We could have a set. We can follow a leader.